Hi, guys. Oh my gosh. Not digging the hair like this, but whatever, it's fine. Okay, so I am finally on. I was having some tech issues with my camera, so we are good now. Okay, first things first. I just want to start off with some physical updates to get us started. So, sorry about yesterday not going live last night. My iron has been super low the past couple of days. It is that time of month for me, so I'm really trying to honor my body and my cycle. And I'm still pretty low on my iron, but I am so dedicated to showing up for my channel and for all of you, and to still show up for what lights me up on the inside and just what I love to talk about. So, okay. And what else did I want to mention really quick? Oh yeah, for those of y'all who are curious about doing psychic healing sessions with me, I'm going to post my website below in the description once I finish recording this live video, and have all the links there for those of y'all that are interested. And also just a quick reminder, I am no longer going to invest my time and energy into my Instagram channel / profile anymore. It's just not resonating with my journey anymore. And I'm really feeling called to go expand my TikTok and just like reinvent my presence on TikTok. So yeah, I'm going to be working on that, like on my added to-do list. So yeah, okay, I want to talk about, let's just get straight into the video today. So oh yeah, by the way, guys, Smokey is back louder than ever before. So he is going to be coming in and out of the video again. He's just not getting enough love from me lately, so he's going to be hanging out with us. Okay, yeah, ooh. I don't know where I want to start. Let's see. Let me just tap in really quick. Okay, I think I want to start with the true self healing. So, how can I explain this? In the non-physical, we have, so basically the origin of our entire beings. Okay, so me, you, and everything else in this universe, right? Every origin of life has a consciousness. It's like a fractal of the source consciousness, of the center of the universe consciousness. Okay, and depending on how that fractal of source chooses to fractal itself out even further and to experience the universe and however it chooses to do so with its own free will. This is going to make a lot of sense in just 1 second. I'm trying to figure out how to put words to this that I've experienced. Okay, so we have source energy, and then we have so source is pure life force energy. And then we have everything else, which is secondary life force energy. And so this is how, this is part of one of my filters of how I heal or teach you guys how to heal yourself on the deepest levels of yourself, which is the deepest level of yourself is that secondary life force consciousness. Okay, and then it branches off into different lifetimes, different bodies in the non-physical and the physical. Okay, like this is just one physical body, right? But in the non-physical, I have an astral body, I have an etheric body, I have a mental body, I have a causal body. Like there's so many different bodies that exist right now in this moment simultaneously, as well as different fractals of my secondary life force consciousness that expands from source. Okay, just bear with me. So within all of these different bodies that exist in the non-physical, there are different aspects of the self that exist also simultaneously. Okay, so we have an erotic self, which is what I teach you guys to heal, how to heal that in my sexual trauma healing course for those of you who went through that kind of trauma and abuse in childhood. Okay, and it really is like, I would say it is like the deepest like origin of yourself, where like your sexual energy flows from source into your secondary life force experience. Okay, so that is like really, really super deep healing. Like, I mean, we go way past like just the relationship healing, right? Like we take it like all the way up to the highest levels of healing. So, So yeah, you have an erotic self, you have your authentic self. I know you all have heard of that at least some point in your journey. And then there's your true self. Okay. So I discovered this self. I was listening to some podcast and I heard the lady talking about like be your true self and this, that, and the third. And I just saw a fairy or like an orb or something. I don't know what that was. Anyways, I always like to see different things in the non-physical flash, like in my little healing room / office space. Every time I'm in alignment to talk about something. So I love that. Anyway. Okay. So yeah, anyway, I listened to what she was saying, but like the way she was saying be your true self, it was like she was saying it very surface level. And the way my brain thinks, like the way my soul, I guess, thinks and operates, it's like I hear that, I hear true self, and I'm like, ooh, okay, like, do I have a deeper true self within somewhere in my consciousness? And I found yes. And so I thought, okay, how can I scan this self for healing? Like, does this aspect of self within my consciousness need healing? I got yes. And so I found some spells there. I found attachments and low vibrational energetic residue. And so I think there were about 5 spells that I found. And usually when I find spells, hexes, or curses that are surrounding either a self, a body, my energy somewhere consciously or subconsciously, or just anywhere in the energetic system, typically what I do is I will tune in and I will channel this one ascended master, or I will channel the other person's higher self, my higher self, just whatever makes sense in that moment. Because with those energies, with those extremely low vibrational energies, it's very important that, you know, you're very responsible with what you choose to do with that energy. Okay. So, you know, if you find something like that, you find hexes, you find spells, you find curses that somebody sent to you, whether it was in this lifetime or a different lifetime. Okay, you don't want to be like emotionally and spiritually immature. You don't want to be psychologically immature when dealing with that energy, because you don't want to create more negative karma for yourself, like moving forward. Like you wouldn't want to have to go and re-experience more low vibrational shit moving forward, right? Like you want to just like send it back if necessary, or send it back to the origin for healing. And then you can just call back healing energies, pure unconditional love, and just keep it moving with your soul journey. You know what I'm saying? And so anyway, I feel like that's really important to mention, because I feel like a lot of people, you know, starting out, when they, even before like getting heavily involved with their own spirituality and their own inner work and inner journey, you know, we all start there. I started there at a very like immature level, but just very like open-minded and very naive, like how a child moves through the world, you know, like just very open-minded to learning a bunch of things and different perspectives. Same kind of thing. That's like the attitude that I had going into spirituality and just exploring a bunch of things, because I met a bunch of people who were very immature spiritually, and they think egoically that they have all of the answers, or that they 100% are confident that they know what they're talking about, when really it's that they've just mastered like that one level that they're at, and where they're at in their journey, they haven't asked to receive that next level of unconditional love in their journey, to understand more, to receive more around that level that they've mastered, if that makes any sense. And so for me, for my journey, I'm like, okay, I'm ready to receive. I'm ready to receive. I'm ready to receive. Like, take me to the deepest of the truths, Like, let's go all the way, right? Because then I can explain the core essence, like that core truth, and be able to explain it in different perspectives that makes sense to like a lot of people. But I just want to know, what is the core truth? Like, what is the pure fucking truth? Like, what is the pure truth? And then how can I spin it to where it makes sense to everybody who understands like different perspectives? You know what I'm saying? So, yeah, I'm going to leave that tangent alone. So I'm very passionate about the truth. Okay. So anyways, so yeah, I found 5 spells and I channeled, okay, do I send any of these spells back to the senders or back to source? 4 of them needed to go back to source, and only 1 needed to go back to its original sender. And for those of y'all wondering how I figure this out, I just literally channel this information within. And for you to get to that point, you need to be able to make a conscious effort to clear yourself out, either on a daily basis, which is aggressive, which is what I do, You can do it on a weekly basis or even a monthly basis. Okay, just listen to your body. Everyone's soul's journey is different. Everyone's body moves through energy slightly different. Right, because every soul has their own unique frequency, and so that's just really important to make a mental note of. Um, Obviously, for my purpose, I'm meant to be doing this daily and aggressively because then I can teach you guys everything that I know. And so, yeah. Okay. And so, yeah, back to the channeling. So, once you start clearing yourself out, once you start letting go of all low vibrational attachments, trauma, old emotional energy, okay, healing your psyche, just basically doing a very thorough non-physical healing for your mind, your consciousness, your physical body, which it's going to heal itself from doing that non-physical healing as much as possible, right? I do believe in a balance. Like there's definitely a balance between Eastern and Western stuff. I was a scientist before I had my spiritual awakening, so I 100% believe in having a balance with the physical and non-physical. But I definitely believe from my own experiences in the non-physical that a lot of physical problems can be prevented from doing the non-physical healing. So yeah, once you are able to clear yourself out enough to where you start having more of your own psychic experiences, more of your own subjective experiences with the non-physical, you're going to start receiving information in a way that makes sense for you. You might be somebody who connects with like dead people on the other side. You can like hear and see them just as if it's like a normal person talking to you in front of you. You could be somebody who has experiences with a lot of interdimensional beings, like aliens or whatever, right? Like it depends. Like everyone's different. So for me, the way I receive information is I will get visuals through my third eye. Like I have both eyes open. I don't have to close my eyes. Like I just get it like right now, like right away. It's like a mental image. I don't know how to explain it. It's like I get mental images and projections like through my third eye, like this eye, my non-physical eye. And I don't know. It's like I can like tune in and it's almost like I'm watching like a translucent like picture frame, if that makes sense. Like a translucent TV. That's like the best way I can describe it. And so, yeah, I'll get like visuals, images, like movements, like I'll see beings come through, or I'll just hear, messages. I'm super clairsentient. Like I feel energies like crazy. Like I'm very sensitive to energies. And so anyway, that is like a combination of like all of that is how I receive and channel information. So, and typically I'll get validation. Like if I ask for validation from the universe on something, like I always see ships in the sky, like literally the UFO ships, but they don't look like the physical ones that you always see on TV or whatever, or like in movies. It's like, they look like orbs of like light. And then they'll make like DNA symbols and they'll like move slowly in the sky and stuff. And so anyway, I always find that super cool. Me and my mom will sit on the balcony outside of my apartment and we'll just like, we call it ship watching, and we'll literally see them at night just like light up the sky, and it's like so much fun. But anyways, back to the healing. I told you guys it's gonna be a long video today. So yeah. Okay. And then yeah, there's just basically by tuning into how I channel information, I'll just ask my higher self and I'll just say, okay, higher self, do all of these spells need to go back to sender or source? Like what do I need to do? And I'll just receive the information. And in this case, I had to send 4 back to the creator and then 1 back to sender. And so usually when I work with that kind of low vibrational energy, when I'm doing that kind of energy healing on myself, depending on where my physical body is at, depends on if I work with source or if I work with an ascended master or if I work with my higher self or whatever, or if I just do it myself. Yeah, anyway. And so I heard, have mercy on yourself, have mercy on your energy. So I said, okay. And usually when I hear have mercy, it's because I'm supposed to be gentle with whatever's going on in my physical body at this time. Makes a lot of sense because I'm super low on iron right now. And I like definitely need to have mercy on myself doing this energy healing a couple of days ago. So What I will do is I either will hold my selenite wand or I will just work with that energy and I will say, okay, and I work with Tata Bombari. He's an ascended master who sends back hexes, curses, spells back to its original sender. And so that's interesting. I just had this idea pop in of like, what if like some of these spells that are around ourselves is like what we actually sent to ourselves? Like, what if we actually like sent this stuff to ourselves? Which is like pretty crazy because like on the deepest level of everything, it's like we like did, like that's so deep. That just like blew my mind. Oh my God. It just blew my mind. Okay. Anyways. So yeah, I work with Tata Bombari and I will say, okay, please send back all spells that need to go back to source for healing and any that need to go back to its original sender, whatever serves the highest contracts of all involved. And that's what I always say, working with that kind of energy. And then I will do the same thing, guys. I will clear my feminine, masculine, overall energy, old body memory, send that back to source for healing. And I call back healing energies, pure unconditional love, healing golden light, my natural frequency, and any other energies that serve my highest contracts moving forward. It just started raining. Oh my God. Anytime it rains, y'all, I get so sleepy. So now I'm like having low iron and I feel sleepy. I'm like, I need to make a Trader Joe's run and go get some steak. Okay. Okay, yeah. The next thing was I found some low vibrational attachments. So when I find and scan for low vibrational attachments, I love to work with Kali Ma. She is the best when it comes to that stuff. And so what I did was I set the purest intention at the highest vibrational frequency to place all low vibrational attachments around my true self that are no longer serving. And I asked Kali Ma to please take them away for healing. And I call back healing energies, pure unconditional love, healing golden light, my natural frequency, yada, 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 guys. So, and yeah, like I said earlier, since I heard have mercy on my energy, I felt called to like keep it moving with the ascended masters, just working with their energy and stuff instead of source for this particular energy healing. Okay. And then yeah, moving forward, the last thing I found in my true self was low vibrational energetic residue. And I usually just clear that on my own. Like I'll just take my selenite wand and I will say, okay, I now heal and release all low vibrational energetic residue. And I send that back to source for healing. And I call back healing energies, pure unconditional love, healing golden light, my natural frequency, and any other energies that serve my highest contracts moving forward. And then do the same thing, clear feminine, masculine, overall energy, old body memory, send that back to source for healing and call back healing energies, pure unconditional love, your natural frequency, and anything else that serves your highest contracts. So one thing I do want to mention was this note that I wrote down underneath the spells. So because I had like 5 malefic spells, like low vibrational spells that were encompassing my true self, it was so low vibrational that like when I removed it, it was so intense. Like I was like sitting on my bed. I think I was doing this energy healing in my bedroom and I was just like, whoa, like it just like, I could feel the energy just like leaving me. It was so crazy intense. And I'm like, I've got to make a note of that. So anybody else who does this healing is going to like, you might feel that intense energy like removal as well on yourself. So just, be really gentle and soft with yourself when you do that energy healing. So let's see, what else? Oh yeah. Okay. So the next thing, we're going to kind of like branch off under this true self healing. So typically whenever you want to manifest your dream body, your dream life, your dream reality, when you're ready to move into those next levels of unconditional love in all aspects of your life, it's so important that you really connect back with your authentic self, your unconditioned self, okay, from childhood, right? Like that inner child energy. And so this might be triggering for some of you. So I scanned for false mask, okay? And they're basically like these energetic masks that we cover ourselves with, we cover our true self with, we cover our inner child with, we cover our authentic self with. And we did this in childhood and or teenagehood as like a defense mechanism to protect ourselves from the major dysfunction that we grew up and that was around us like 24/7. I know for a fact, like just even looking back and reflecting in my own life, I was just like, there's no way. There's no way I would have been safe whatsoever to like be who I am right now and be who I am today. And like immersing that like back into my childhood and my teenagehood. Like it just wouldn't even happen. Like I would be like kicked out and like, yeah, just it wouldn't be good. It wouldn't be good. So anyways. So yeah, it's nothing to be ashamed of. It's nothing to like feel bad about. It's just like this energetic mask, like this energetic shielding that you use just is no longer serving you anymore. Like that's the kind of perspective that I try to, look at it through. And so I scan for false mask in my conscious mind, my subconscious, and my secondary life force energy, right? Like the deepest level of my consciousness. And I found false masks that were manifesting in my spiritual channels. And so the way I cleared this was I said, okay, I now heal and release all false masks out of my spiritual channels that no longer serve my highest contracts moving forward. And I send that back to the creator for healing. And I call back healing energies, pure unconditional love, healing golden light, my natural frequency, and anything else that serves my highest contracts moving forward. Okay. And then you can, do your feminine, masculine, overall energy, old body memory clearing after that. And yeah. And then just like allow yourself a good 1 to 2 weeks of that energy healing to fully integrate. And you're going to start to notice the physical changes that take place. You're going to start to notice that when you go back to work or within a relationship with somebody or just even like when you're alone, you're going to be like, like I feel more like me and I feel safe to be me, like who I really am. I feel safe to be like funny and dorky and vulnerable and awkward and raw and weird. And I feel comfortable with that. Like I feel safe to do that, I literally live, eat, and breathe around people who just like feel so comfortable like being goofy and like raw and awkward and funny and vulnerable like that too. Like they're not afraid to be cringe. You know what I'm saying? Like they love it. They're so okay with being themselves. They're so okay with being different. And I find that so attractive. Like, oh my gosh. So anyway, yeah, I want to see. Ooh, yeah. Okay. Yeah, I want to talk about this energy healing really quick too. So we're hitting 22 minutes. So this is probably gonna be the last thing I talk about for this video. So it's not gonna be like super deep duper long, and you guys have a life. So okay. So yeah, one thing I wrote down was stop looking at yourself through the eyes of people who do not even like themselves. I'm gonna repeat that. Stop looking at yourself through the eyes of people who do not like themselves. Ooh, so deep. It might be triggering. Just be like gentle with yourself. And one of the things that's coming up as I'm saying this sentence is like just practicing self-love in the mirror, like in your bathroom, or if you have a vanity in your bedroom. For those of you who don't know what a vanity is, I didn't know what a vanity was until like a couple of years ago. A vanity is basically like the little desk that you sit at with a mirror where you can like do your makeup and like do your hair and get ready and have your perfume and all that sitting on there. Okay. I would practice, doing some mirror work and getting used to developing the habit of learning to like yourself, learning to love yourself, and learning to be comfortable with like all aspects of yourself and all energetic, emotional stages of yourself. Okay. I would say that has been like the trickiest and almost like hardest part of my journey, which is like when I sit sometimes. So my planet Venus, which is like where I love and how I feel emotions, I would say it's like both. Yeah. Both my moon and my Venus, but definitely my Venus for sure. It's how I love. And anyway, so sometimes like when my Venus is like moving through my Scorpio energy, it's so fucking intense. Like my energy, my consciousness will like sit here in like the front of my face. Like I'll be so present, and I'm typically not present. Like I'm a Sagittarius. Like my consciousness is like always floating up here. I'm always out my body. Like it takes me a second to realize like what's going on around me, you know what I'm saying? And so anyway, like it's so much easier to like deflect and avoid emotional states of being and just kind of ignore it and avoid it instead of like being present with it. And so, yeah, when I'm in my Venus Scorpio energy, I'm super present with heavy energy sometimes. And so, just recently, I think it was like a week or two ago, I was in that energy and it was so heavy. Like it was so low vibrational. Like I could tell like old stuff was coming up from childhood that I just needed to be like present with and sit with. And I needed to like sit in those emotions. I needed to sit with that energy. I needed to sit with those flashbacks. Like I needed to just like be present in it. And it was just like this energy. This is the way I feel Scorpio energy. It's like this. Fuck this and fuck everything and fuck everyone. And it's like not at everybody. It's not at like the planet. It's at like my upbringing, you know, who was all a part of my upbringing kind of energy. And so that is like how I experience that energy. And so anyway, so yeah, back to stop looking at yourself through the eyes of people who do not like themselves. Then I scanned my energy and I said, okay, do I do this consciously, subconsciously on my secondary life force energy? And I got, yes, I do this subconsciously. It's manifesting through my spiritual channels. And so basically what I did was just take my selenite wand and I say, okay, I now heal and release this energy of me looking at myself through the eyes of people who do not like themselves. It's manifesting subconsciously in my spiritual channels. And I send that energy back to source for healing. And I call back healing energies, pure unconditional love, healing golden light, my natural frequency, and any other energies that serve my highest contracts moving forward. And then do that same thing, guys, that feminine, masculine, overall energy, old body memory clearing, okay? And this gave me the idea after figuring this energy healing out. I thought to myself, if I was doing that subconsciously, like, do I have any other kind of low vibrational lenses, like in my eye chakras that are going on? So for those of y'all who don't know, yes, we have more than just the main 7 chakras in our chakra system. Like we have eye chakras, ear chakras. Okay, like there's even a chakra for your inner child. It's called your higher heart chakra. And so anyway, I found I had 3 low vibrational lenses that I was energetically wearing. And so the way the way you can perceive yourself and perceive reality and perceive the other people around you, or just the things that even come out their mouth, when you're wearing these low vibrational energetic lenses, you're going to perceive a very different reality than you would if you weren't wearing those lenses. For example, you're wearing these 3 low vibrational energetic lenses. Okay, say for example, you have no idea what they are, like if it's something you absorbed from your parents in your childhood or whatever. I don't know. It could be like anything. And so basically, yeah, thank you for that idea. Victim mentality. Okay, so these lenses could be a an energetic manifestation of victim mentality. For example, you go to work and you start having a conversation and your coworker hears you say like a sentence, but you have pure intentions with whatever it is that you're saying, right? Because they're wearing these low vibrational energetic lenses and they listen to what's coming out of your mouth, they're not thinking and feeling with pure intentions, okay? They're going to project out what they're energetically wearing at you, and they're going to bounce it off of your energy, and it's going to like come at them back in the face. But because they're not like, I'm going to call them like spiritually immature, like in the highest like vibrational way. And because they're so spiritually immature, they're going to perceive you, right? Like in a negative light of what you're saying, right? They're not going to read and see and feel the intention behind what it is that you're talking about or what it is that you're saying, right? It's like when somebody makes a joke, somebody that you understand naturally that makes a joke, they don't have to explain themselves to you. It's like you already knew the intention. You already could feel the energy. Like you knew it was good vibes, yada, yada, yada. However, somebody who comes into their reality, who does not understand them immediately, who does not understand how they think or what they're thinking or why they're thinking it or they just don't understand them at all, they're going to perceive a very different reality. And a lot of the times, people project their wounds, their traumas, and their lenses at you. Okay. And so you're going to perceive what somebody says or does differently than you would if you had those lenses off. Okay. So when you remove those energetic lenses, you're going to see the truth more. Right. And that's the thing. That's really the core thing around energy healing. It's like the more bullshit that you remove, the more truth you're going to see, feel, and experience and enjoy. Right. Like I fucking love the truth energy. I love that shit. Which is why I'm so dedicated to this energy healing. Oh my God. Smokey. Smokey is like begging for my attention. You're taking away. No. Okay, I'm gonna finish this video up because he's feeling some kind of way. He needs some more love. All right, just really quick. The way you remove those energetic lenses out of your eye chakras, you can just channel. How many do you have, first of all? How many can you release at once? And then the energy healing. So I had 3. I channeled that I could remove 3 at once. And this is all I do as I take my selenite wand over my eyes, like where my eye chakras are. And I will say I now heal and release all 3 low vibrational energetic lenses off of my eye chakras and their auxiliaries. And I send that back to the creator for healing. And I call back healing energies, pure unconditional love, healing golden light, my natural frequency, and anything else that serves my highest contracts. Feminine, masculine, overall energy, old body memory clearing, and I send that back to source for healing. Call back healing energies, pure unconditional love, healing golden light, my natural frequency, and any other energies that serve my highest contracts moving forward. Okay, so that is like a good 30 minutes of energy healing for you guys to do for this weekend or today. I hope you have so much fun with it, and I hope you discover so much more truths and uncover so much more about yourselves. I hope you connect back more with your unconditioned self, your inner child, your authentic self, your true self. Okay, because you know what I've noticed, like what I've learned is when I'm myself, like whether I'm in the grocery store or at work, or it doesn't matter where I am, like in a restaurant, like people are so inspired by that. Like they're like, wow, like I can be safe and comfortable, like being goofy and awkward and funny and like vulnerable. Like, oh my God, it's like safe for me to do that. You know what I'm saying? And so like you can literally be someone's inspiration and have no idea. And so yeah, anyways, my special little treat that I wanted to leave y'all off with today is we just entered into the season of Virgo. Shout out to all my Virgos. I love Virgos. Ugh, you guys are like so fucking funny. I love y'all so much. I feel like y'all are like the Sagittariuses of the earth sign. Like I don't know. I just love y'all. Y'all are literally like my favorite earth sign. I do love my Tauruses and Capricorns though. But Virgos, they just have a special place in my heart because my favorite aunt and uncle were Virgos. So, and they were just so fucking funny. And so anyway, so yeah, for this season of Virgo, I wanted to talk about manifesting your dream body and manifesting the ability to focus. So this is like a very organized kind of energy, very health conscious energy. I don't know if this is true for anybody. I'm just going to say what's been true for me, which is I have been called to start investing heavily into this new skincare line and like taking that very seriously. I've been called to start wearing my makeup again. For those of you who don't know about my journey, I took a long break from wearing makeup for many reasons, and I'm still going through hormonal energy healing as well. And I just wanted to organically learn how to feel safe and comfortable like in my own skin without having a low vibrational relationship with makeup, because a long time ago I had a very low vibrational relationship with makeup, and I didn't want that to be me. I wanted to like go out into the world in my natural skin, in my body, and with my natural hair, and just like feel so pretty, feel so confident, feel so hot, and feel like I'm the baddest bitch walking in the room without painting my face. You know what I'm saying? And I feel like I've gotten to that level now, and I feel like whether I wear makeup or not, like my energy isn't going to shift, if that makes any sense. And the only reason why I'm like feeling called to start exploring with makeup again is because I feel like it allows me to unleash like a lot of creation energy that I have built up. Probably because I've been celibate for so long. Like I've been celibate for literally 2 years now, and um, I feel like I needed a creative outlet to like move that sacral chakra energy, and like that is like the outlet that I'm being called to like express, which is like painting on like canvases, and also like painting my face. Like it's just so much fun, like to be a girl and like paint my face and like do your makeup sometimes. So yeah, I just like I'm feeling so called to start with that again and get involved with that again. And so, what else did I want to say about that? I think that's everything. So yeah, if you guys are struggling with low iron as well, um, I'm not a doctor and I'm not giving out medical advice. This is just for entertainment purposes only. So a little disclaimer. So yeah, if you're low on iron as well, I love taking these ultimate iron supplements from this grocery store called Sprouts, and just eating a shit ton of red meat because like, oh my gosh, that is like the kind of day that I'm having. I don't know if you guys can like tell my energy, but oh my gosh, struggling over here. So yeah, okay. I think that is it for today. And yeah, stay tuned for the next live video that will be happening next Thursday evening. I should be feeling better by then, so it's going to be a lot better vibes. So yeah, subscribe to my YouTube channel if this video taught you something super fucking cool, or if it just inspired you so deeply, or if I just helped shine light on your soul journey. I would really appreciate it. Welcome to the tribe, okay? And also subscribe to my newsletter if you want more inner work and energy healing tips for your week. My newsletter comes out at the beginning of the month and the end of the month. So I like to start the monthly cycle off with some energetic tips and energy healing, and also end it with some energetic tips and energy healing. So it's like a perfect like loop for you guys, and y'all are not bombarded with a shit ton of energy healing all the time. So yeah. And then just check the description box below if you are interested in pursuing anything further with me additionally. Other than that, guys, have an amazing rest of your weekend. I love you so much, and thank you all for joining me in today's awesome live video. See y'all next week.